Today I'm revisiting an original Christmas design from a month or so ago. I'm making a simplified set of dishes in the shape of a festive tree. It's just that I think I've thought of a better way. So let's see if this tree really is simpler. So I prepare 4 pieces of clay. One's 800 grams, one's 1.2 kilos, and 2 pieces are 1 kilo each. I'm using a super smooth mid-fire clay that fires to a rich mahogany colour. It will contrast beautifully with a white glaze. So let's get started. I take the 800 grams of clay and I centre. And then I push down and open up for a wide cylinder. I pull the walls up. And then I straighten the sides. And I tidy and trim around the base. To make the second dish, I take 1.2 kilos of clay and I centre. I push into the clay and open up for an even wider cylinder. I bring up the walls. I angle the walls inwards. It's these angular dishes that are giving this set the pronounced Christmas tree shape. And now I straighten the sides. I tidy the top and trim around the base. Now for the third dish, I take 1 kilo of clay. I'm going to speed this up a little. I'm really just making the same dish again with angled walls, but a smaller version. Now I take the final kilo of clay and I'm ready to make the lid. So this time it's a little different. I flatten the clay and I push down. However, I push down all the way to the back. I open out halfway. I open out the rest, leaving about 3/4 of a centimetre. I start pulling up the walls. I have a little more clay here to pull the walls up, and I'm going to bring them up into a taller cylinder. Once again, I'm really angling the walls inwards. Now I'm ready to collar in. I'm collaring in so that I can join the walls together to form a peak. In between collaring the clay, I'm pulling the clay up into the neck. And now I can push the walls together, closing the form. I cut off any excess clay. And I spend a bit of time making sure there's plenty of clay in that join. I straighten the sides of the peak with a rib to dry to leather hard. I'm ready to trim the base, so I center and then I trim across the top. I just smooth the edges with my finger. I measure carefully here because the rim of the base is going to fit into the base of the second dish. And then I just trim across the base. And then using the measurement from the calipers, I work out where I need to make the channel that's going to fit into the rim of the base. I double check this measurement with the calipers and then I'm ready to trim. I trim a decent sized channel. Now I'm ready to trim the lid. Because the lid's such an awkward shape, I'm using a chuck. I made these chucks to trim some bottles and decided that they were so useful I'd fire them. So I center the lid in the chuck and then attach with plenty of clay. Just like the other dishes, I carve a channel. I check that it all fits together. And then I dry, bisque fire, glaze and glaze fire. And here we are. If you haven't watched it already, check out our first Christmas tree and let us know which you prefer. As always, happy making.